Hi friends, I'm Sarah. This is my channel Sunset Bow. I decided to go ahead tonight and make my February favorites video. It does not feel like a very long time since I've done one of these, and it really hasn't because I did my January one wildly late, so it's only been about 10 days I think since I did that one. But I wanted to go ahead and get this one done because this weekend is going to be a little bit crazy for me. It's one of my choir's biggest performances of the year. This is our big yearly fundraiser that we do. So I have dress rehearsal Friday night, show Saturday, show Sunday. So there's really not going to be much time or energy, I think, for me to be making videos this weekend. So I decided to get this out of the way now. So I wanted to just sort of talk about what's been going on with me in the month of February, what I've been enjoying, and sort of big experiences and things that have gone on with me. The first thing I obviously need to mention, because I've mentioned it over and over and over again, is my kitchen's been getting remodeled, which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited. Just today they reinstalled the microwave so I can have hot food again, and I can't even convey how happy this makes me. I'm like, yay, no more cereal, no more sandwiches, I can warm something up. I'm so excited. So that's kind of the main thing that's been going on with me. It's been kind of stressful because, you know, the other thing that I'm doing is new flooring throughout most of my house, which means I've had to pack up pretty much every room. My bedroom is the only room that I haven't completely packed up yet, but even still I've had to empty out my tarot shelves, so all of my decks and tarot books are in paper bags in my closet, and it's all just in a state of disarray, and it's been a little bit stressful, but I'm making it through. And luckily I got a couple of new decks this month specifically that I've been using. They hadn't been packed away yet, so I've been using them since I got them. And the main deck that I wanted to talk about that has absolutely been my #1 favorite for February is the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. I got this for myself for my birthday. My birthday is in February. Major Pisces right here, and I am so in love with it. I sometimes just get it out just to shuffle it a couple of times and then put it away again, just because I love having it in my hands so much. I love the cardstock, I love the colors. It just makes me happy every time I look at it or touch it. So the other deck that I got for myself this month that I've been really enjoying is the Animal Kin Oracle by Sarah Wilder. And this deck is absolutely beautiful, and it's the kind of oracle that I do really like. I like animal oracles, and this one in particular, it has just beautiful artwork. I love how all of the borders are different. They all complement the animal. It's got gorgeous imagery, really good keywords that give you a lot of intuitive hits to work with. And they're nice big cards, but they're not hard to shuffle, and they're beautifully matte cards. Comes in a nice box with a nice guidebook. I mean, it's really pretty much all you could ask for in an animal tarot deck, oracle deck, I should say. So that's, again, the Animal Kin Oracle. I'm really enjoying this one. So those are my two decks for February. Again, Crystal Unicorn and Animal Kin Oracle. So beautiful, colorful animal decks. Both the fact that the Animal Kin Oracle is an animal deck, and I've always loved animals, and the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, they both really feel like they've been kind of feeding my inner child a little bit, which is, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just the fact that my birthday was this month, but I've really been feeling like I've been having a lot of memory stuff going on and things dredging up old memories for me, and just random things occurring that sort of trigger things that I hadn't thought about in decades. And so it's just been a really good month to work on inner childy kind of stuff, and nostalgia stuff and remembrance stuff and old memories, bad and good. And so those two decks have really been great for working with that kind of thing. So another thing I've really loved from this month that has also, I have to say, felt a little bit like it soothed my inner child is I filled out my old tarot journal, so I started a new one. And the one that I picked looks like this. So this is a Peter Pauper Press journal, and you can get them on Amazon, and they're beautiful, wonderful quality. They have ribbon bookmarks, they have gilded edges. They lay open really nice and flat when you open them. But you can see this one has a tree on it, and then there's this heart pathway going into the tree. And then there's all of these sort of, you know, tiny people, fairies, unicorns, you know, all kinds of different sort of magical creatures living in this beautiful tree. And so I really, really love this. And you can see too, it's got silver gilded edges. It's got a ribbon bookmark. And this is just a normal, like lined journal. I keep all of my journaling in just regular lined journals. I know that so many people do these unbelievably gorgeous bullet journals that are beautifully designed and have all these cool trackers, and you know, they use like a grid system to create their beautiful you know, trackers and calligraphy and all that kind of stuff. But I have kept a journal actually since I was in junior high. I think I was in 7th grade when I started my like full run of journals. And so when I started doing tarot and incorporating a journal into my tarot practice, I basically just brought tarot into my regular journal. And so it's still just a plain old lined book that I write in basically stream of consciousness. And I do draw in, you know, readings that I do, but there isn't any kind of special tracker or anything like that. I mean, I just write. And so this kind of journal that just has lined pages, but it lays really nice and flat when you open it, is the kind that I really like. And I love these Peter Pauper press journals. They don't cost as much as they look like they should, given the quality of them. And I really love this one. It's like so magical. I love the silver edges. I'm just sort of in love with it. And it feels kind of like, with the silver sparkles in this picture, it feels like sort of winter into spring, kind of, which is the perfect time of year to be using it. So that's kind of why I picked this one. And I should say that the artwork on this is called Heart of the Tree by Josephine Wall. So in terms of books that I've been reading this month, a series that I really love is the Flavia De Luce series by Alan Bradley, which is a series of basically cozy mysteries, really smart cozy mysteries. Flavia is an 11-year-old girl who is obsessed with chemistry and lives in this sort of old crumbling English manor house, and close to a tiny little village, and you know, is always stumbling upon a dead body. And the whole thing takes place like in the 50s, so it's pretty shortly after World War II, and they're really wonderful. Her bike is named Gladys. The juxtaposition of how smart she is in science versus how much of a little girl she still is in terms of her understanding of human relationships and those kinds of things makes for a really fun read. So those are really fun. I'm reading the most recent book in the series, which I believe is called The Golden Tresses of the Dead, but that's, I want to say, the 10th book in the series. The first one is called The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie, and if you haven't read them, they're wonderful. I also read this month, finally, Fun Home by Alison Bechdel, which is a graphic novel, and it's a really wonderful and amazing graphic novel that she wrote, that's autobiographical, and it's one of those things that just is written so perfectly that it has all these emotions that just sneak up on you out of nowhere. You'll just get to the next panel and something will just smack you in the face with emotion. It's amazing. Obviously there's a musical and everything based on it too, so it's very famous. It's been around for a long time. I can't believe that I took as long as I did to read it, but I finally read it and it's incredible. Highly recommend. I cannot recommend it more highly. And then in terms of other entertainment, some of my favorites from February, I really loved Russian Doll on Netflix. So if you haven't watched that yet, it's a really quick binge. It's 8 episodes and they're only a half hour long. It has Natasha Lyonne. She's amazing. And short version, it's about a woman who relives her birthday over and over and over again. And she keeps dying and then waking up again at the same moment of her birthday. And I don't want to give away more than that, other than to say that it seems like a little bit of a dark show in terms of its humor, but the ultimate message of it is very beautiful and uplifting. And I don't know, I really, really enjoyed it. I also watched this month I finally watched the documentary Won't You Be My Neighbor about Mr. Rogers. So that was an ocean of tears. Once again, on the whole theme of inner childy kind of stuff going on in February. My mom always tells me that Mr. Rogers was my absolute favorite when I was a kid. And the documentary, honestly, river of tears. I started crying probably in the first 5 minutes and then never stopped for the whole entire thing. It's just a beautiful documentary about a wonderful show, a really amazing and intriguing person, and I really recommend that one as well. And so the last thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of movies and entertainment that I really, really loved in February, and I'm sure a lot of people have already seen this, but the short film Kitbull from Pixar, which you can watch for free on YouTube. It's a short film. It's only about 15 minutes long, and it's about a stray black kitten and an abused pit bull who make friends with each other. And it's beautiful. It's this amazing story about these two kinds of animals that are really mistreated and disrespected oftentimes in the world, you know, black cats and pit bulls. And the story of it is so beautiful. I, again, cried a river of tears just watching this animated short film. The animal behavior in it they captured really well. It feels very realistic, even though the animals are illustrated in kind of a stylized way. And it's just really, really wonderful. If you are an animal lover, if you love cats or dogs, or frankly, you're just a human being with human emotions, you will love this short film. It's beautiful, and it just will make you so sad but then feel so uplifted. So I highly, highly recommend that one as well. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm hoping to be back next week with some more videos after my exhausting weekend of all singing all the time. But in the meantime, thanks so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and bye-bye.